So we have looked at the two situations with dissolution and without dissolution and how to apply the acquisition method. Now let's look at three types of costs associated with business combination. And those three of costs occur regardless of whether dissolution takes place, and they're not part of the consideration transferred. So it's independent of what we talked about before. No matter whether there's dissolution or without dissolution, the method will account for those three kinds of costs are the same. The first kind of cost associated with business combination. So firms, when they engage in business combination, they need to hire accountants, investment bankers, other professionals like lawyers. So how do we account for the direct expense on those kind of services provided by those professionals? So the answer is we spend cash, right? So we credit cash and we debit professional service expense. The second kind of cost are sometimes when firms are engaging in business combination, firm managers need to spend more time working on those acquisitions. And then how about indirect internal costs, such as secretary management time allocated to acquisition activities? And those costs, we debit salary and administrative expense, and we credit cash. The third type of cost are costs associated with register and issue securities in connection with business combinations. So sometimes in stock acquisitions, firms need to issue stock to acquire another firm. How about the money spent in register and issue those stocks? So in this situation, we actually, we don't put it into expense. Instead, we debit additional paid-in capital and credit cash. So let's look at some examples. BigNet acquires Smallpot and incur the following cost in connection with the acquisition. BigNet pays an additional $100,000 in accounting and attorney fees. Internal secretary and administrative expense of $75,000. Cost to register and issue BigNet securities totals $20,000. That is the expense, the cost to register and issue the securities. How should BigNet record these transactions? Please take 5 minutes and work on those. Please pause your video for now. Accounting and attorney fees. The journal entries to debit professional service expense for $100,000, credit cash for $100,000. And the second one, the indirect combination cost, we will debit salary and administrative expense for $75,000, credit cash $75,000. The last one, to record the cost to register and issue stock, we debit additional paid-in capital $20,000, credit cash $20,000. Okay, so this is all you need to know about chapter 2, and this is all for today's class.